Greetings viewers and subscribers. So, remember last week I told you that we were getting some notifications from YouTube? Well, I'm gonna tell you about one such notification. I have to bring this to your attention so you can understand some of the things that we are going through. Now here is one such notification. We received this one yesterday, sometime after 4 or sometime to 5 p.m. and it reads, you can see for yourself, case subject, coming from YouTube support team. It says, this is to notify you that we have received a privacy complaint from an individual regarding your content. That is the link for the content that the person is complaining about. It went on to say, the information reported as violating privacy is at 1 minute and 3 seconds. Note that, 1 minute, 3 seconds. It went on to say, please note that the violation may occur in the title, video description, channel image, or background. This notification informs you that another user has raised a privacy concern about your content. However, it will not automatically result in your video being removed. Now, look at the link. That is the link for the video that the person or the user is complaining about. And like we said, they are claiming that the privacy concern is at 1 minute, 03 seconds. Now that is the thumbnail for the video that the user is complaining about. What I'm gonna do, you can set your timer. I'm gonna play the video up to about 1 minute and 20 seconds. And when you identify the privacy concern, please drop a comment in the comment section below. Let us start right now. Greetings viewers and subscribers. So in today's journey, we are driving on the north coast, but today we'll be driving through Ocho Rios. Remember, we are heading to St. Mary. Sit back, relax, and drive with me. So we were unable to put out a video yesterday, Monday, May 31st. So today we have a number of news stories for you. Let's get right into the news stories. Now we are learning that taxi operators, they blocked the Glasgow Main Road. This roadblock took place on Monday, the 31st of May 2021 in the early morning. We are told that about 30 taxi operators, they blocked the Glasgow Main Road. They were protesting the poor road conditions from Glasgow to Grange Hill. However, the blockage was cleared by the Westmoreland police. Now, we have gone over 1 minute and 25 seconds into the video that the user was complaining about. Did you see anything to do with privacy concern? You see, we will not be daunted. We are not afraid. We will not stop. Somebody is trying to make a complaint, but they don't know what to complain about. So then just send something to YouTube. And we have been getting quite a few of these notifications. Over a period of time, we did a lot of reading. We did a lot of research. And we think we are now at a stage where we know what type of content to upload to YouTube. If you notice, first time we used to carry some violent scenes and those stuff. We don't bother with that again. Certain languages, from we start until now, we don't put them in our video. Our videos can be played in the church, can be played in a school, infant school, because we are targeting everybody. Local audience, international audience. So, for you, the person who is making the complaints, go ahead, be our guest. The persons at YouTube, they are not fools, they are not idiots. They're gonna go over the video and they're gonna look at what you are talking about. Maybe it's the car that was driving in front of us. Maybe the person's license plate was on screen. So if it's you who is complaining, well, let's see what YouTube gonna do about it. But like we say, we are not gonna stop. So if you are making the complaint to stop us, be our guest. So in today's journey, we are gonna leave from St. Mary to Ocherayas. This is gonna be a long video, so maybe we pass through Ocherayas. I'm not sure. The reason I am unable to tell you the places that we are passing in St. Mary is, truth be told, this is our second journey to St. Mary. I don't know the names of the places. I know the name of the place that I went to, and that's it. We don't know St. Mary. If you can identify anywhere that we are driving, please assist our viewers by dropping the name of the place that we are passing or the places in the comment section below. Now, we were unable to put out a video yesterday, so today we're gonna have a jam-packed video. If you are tired of hearing about people dying, if you are fed up of the mayhem that is happening, if you are wanting to hear some good news or some happy news, this video is not for you. If you are interested in finding out what is happening in Jamaica, the true stories that are happening in Jamaica, continue watching. Watch to the end. But like we tell you, if you are fed up of the sad news, what some people would call the bad news, this video is not for you. In this one video, we are gonna give you 6 different stories. And in the 6 different stories, 6 people died. 2 by the gun, 2 by accidents, 1 man took his own 3 points, and a lady, a foreign national, she was found DEAD. So without further ado, let's get into the stories. Now, this first story, it took place at a place named Coral Spring in Falmouth in the parish of Trelawney. It took place at a popular resort at Coral Spring. Our information is that a lady, her name is Miss Christine Perkins. She was 71 years old. She is retired and she lives at South Michigan Avenue, Chicago, Illinois, in the United States of America. Now, Miss Perkins, she arrived in Jamaica on Monday, the 31st of May, 2021. And on her arrival, she checked into this popular resort, like I said, at Coral Spring. She was due to leave Jamaica today, June 4th, 2021, back to the United States. But on Tuesday, the 1st of June, 2021, about some minutes to 10 in the morning, Miss Perkins, she was found motionless and unresponsive in the bathroom of her room at this resort. As a result, the police were called in and Miss Perkins, she was taken to the Falmouth Hospital where she was pronounced DEAD. Our information is that no foul play is suspected and no marks of violence was seen on Miss Perkins. However, the Falmouth police, they are carrying out investigation to find out exactly what led to Miss Perkins' demise. In the second incident, now we are moving over to the parish of St. James. This one, it took place at a place named Hopetown District. Now, Hopetown District is in the Springmount Police area in the parish of St. James. Now, our information is that a man, his name is Mr. Nev Clarke, 29 years old, and he was a construction worker. He lived at Hopetown District. Now, Mr. Clarke, he was last seen alive on Monday, the 31st of May, 2021, sometime in the early evening. But on Tuesday, the the 1st of June 2021, we are told that a female relative, she became concerned when she did not see Nev passing like he would normally do in the mornings, because he normally leave and go to work. So she went to Nev's house to check on him. When she went to the house, she saw Nev. He had a belt tied around his neck, and this belt was tied to a ceiling post in the house. The police were called in, and Nev, he was taken down from the ceiling. But by now, you know that he had played number 3. But like we always tell you, only a doctor can officially pronounce somebody D-E-A-D. So Nev, he was transported to the Cornwall Regional Hospital, where he was so pronounced. We are not sure what could have caused this, but our information is that the police, they are suspecting that Nev, he took his own 3 points. Like we say, there's a lot of stories. We have said enough in the first part of the video, so we're moving right along. Now, in this next incident, this one, it happened on the weekend, the past weekend. It happened on Saturday, the 29th of May, 2021, sometime after 1 p.m. It happened along the West End main road. Now, we're going to play a video. However, this video, we're going to have to edit it. But listen to what the persons are saying in this video.
My God, man. Good man. Jesus God. Yeah. You pass me. Jesus God. No, sir. What's your man? Nobody, you see man, he man have no face. Man have no face, huh?
No, like we said, this incident that you just listened to, it happened along the West End main road on Saturday, the 29th of May, 2021, sometime after 1 p.m. Our information is that a young man, his name is Mr. Joel Anglin. He's popularly called Jojo. He was 18 years old and he was a delivery man of Whitehall, Negril in the parish of Westmoreland. Now Jojo, he was riding a 2017 Cobra CG150 motorcycle along the West End main road. He was traveling behind a Toyota motor car. They were traveling from West End towards Negril Square. So they were traveling in an easterly direction. No, a truck was coming in the opposite direction. This truck was coming from the direction of the Negril Square towards West End. The driver of the motor car that Jojo was traveling behind, he came to a sudden stop because the truck that was coming in the opposite direction was about to overtake a car. So the driver of the car that Jojo was traveling behind, he stopped, allowing the truck to overtake the car. Jojo, by the time the driver in front of him stopped, he was unable to come to a complete stop. As a result, he collided into the rear of this Toyota motor car. As a result, he was flung from the motorcycle. So by now, Jojo, he was lying in the road in the path of the truck that was coming. The rear wheel of the truck ran over the top section of Jojo's body.
No, sir. What's your man? Nobody, you see man, he man have no face. Man have no face, huh?
The sight of Jojo was a sight to behold. You see that video that has been making the rounds with the 2 men in Kingston, with their head all over the place? Trust me when I tell you that Jojo's head was worse than that. Jojo, he died on the spot. We're also learning that the truck man, the driver for the truck, he had stopped on the scene for a while, but shortly after that, he drove away. We are not sure whether or not the police were able to catch up with him. In the next incident, now this is another traffic accident. This one, it happened along the Orange Bay main road in the parish of Hanover. It happened on Thursday, just yesterday, the 3rd of June 2021, about some minutes to 4 p.m. Now, the details in this is kind of sketchy, but we are told that a man, he has so far been identified as Mr. Paul Karam. He was a passenger in a motor car. When the driver for this motor car, he lost control of the vehicle. We are told that rain was falling, the road was wet. We are not sure how fast this car was going, but the driver of this motor car, he lost control of it. As a result, the motor car collided in a Toyota Vaxi. Mr. Karam, he received serious head injuries. It is suspected that he died on the spot. He was taken to the Noel Holmes Hospital in Lucy, where he was so pronounced by a doctor on duty. Now, if you have been watching the videos, you haven't hit on the like button, please remember to hit on the like button. Like I always remind you, you are not liking the stories that we are bringing. You are liking the fact that we are bringing these stories to you, informing you as to what is happening. Because like I tell you before, some of these stories, you are not gonna hear them anywhere else. We are not bragging, we are not boasting, but by now you should know that we are speaking truth. Hit on the like button. If you are watching the videos, you have not yet subscribed, remember to hit on the subscribe button. As also hit on the notification bell, click all, so that you will be notified as soon as we have uploaded a new video. We're moving on to the more grimier stories. We're moving on to the criminalities. We're moving on to the mayhem being created by hoodlums. This one, it took place at Lime Tree in Glendevon, Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. It took place mid-afternoon, Wednesday, the 2nd of June 2021, about 4:30 p.m. We are told that two men, one of them is Mr. Andre Simpson. He's popularly called Bones. He was 31 years old and he lived at Cornwall Courts, Montego Bay in St. James. Now, Bones and another man, the other man is 35 years old and he lives in St. James. Both of them were standing along the roadway, along the Glendevon main road. Both of them were having a conversation. Our information is that two vehicles drove up. One of the vehicles, we are told, is a Toyota Noah. The other one is a Toyota motor car. We are told that the two vehicles drove up alongside Bones and this man that he was talking to. The passengers in both vehicles, they wind down the windows for both vehicles, brandished guns and opened fire at both men. The vehicles then sped away. As a result, the men in the vehicle, they made good their escape. Checks were made and it was found out that Bones, he was hit. Luckily, the other man, who we are told is a hard-working man, he was not hit. The police were called and Bones, he was taken to the Cornwall Regional Hospital where he was pronounced DEAD. Now, our information is that when this crime scene was processed, we are told that 17 spent shells, 9mm spent shells, were recovered from the scene. So it is fair to say that over 20 hard rounds were fired, because I am sure that some of the spent shells also dropped into the vehicle that the men were driving. We are not getting any information as to why Bones was targeted, because it is clear that he was the men's target. Because if they wanted to take out the other man, I have no doubt that they would have done so. So we are not getting any information if Bones was involved in anything or why he was targeted. But the Montego Bay police, they are carrying out investigation. In the final story for today, this one, very, very sad. All the stories that we carry are sad, but when I tell you about this one, you're gonna realize and understand why I say this one is very sad. Mr. Vernon Boswell, he's 29 years old. He's popularly called Punch. He's an auto parts dealer and he's also a record driver. He's from Sun Valley, Montego Bay, in the parish of St. James. On Thursday, the 3rd of June 2021, about 10:30 in the morning, Punch was at his place of business. Other persons were there to include his mother. Now this is why I say this one is very sad. His mother was at the location. Whilst they were there, we are told that a white Toyota Axio motor car drove up. Two men who were in this motor car, they alighted from it. The men opened fire, hitting Punch and the next man. Now the next man, he's a 45 years old and he's a mechanic. He works at the said garage. Both men, they ran off. However, Punch, he fell in a ditch. The gunmen, it is said, they went over to where Punch fell and pumped a number of bullets into Punch. They then jumped back into the white Toyota Axio and made good their escape from the area. The other man who was there, we are told that he had received a bullet wound to his right knee. However, Punch, who was clearly the target of these hoodlums, he was not so lucky. He received wounds all over his body. He was taken to the Cornwall Regional Hospital, where Punch, he was pronounced DEAD. Punch, he was taken out in front of his mother. Sad, sad, sad. The mayhem. When it a go end, your guess is as good as mine. But for now, the mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.